What's up, y'all? It's your girl Nia Ashe, aka Purposed E. Life is amazing because it is what it should be. Today, I am here with the amazingly talented So Original Adrian.
Pleasure, pleasure.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me. How are you today?
Fabulous. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I can't complain. Like I said, I definitely appreciate you for taking time out of your day, especially on a day of a show, So we'll definitely get right into it. For those of us that don't know, tell us who you are. How did you get started?
Oh, well, music is a bit of who I am. It's my emotional outlet. It's my go-to. It's just my piece. And I got into it around the age of 2, I would say. Singing around the house with mama, praise, worship, all that good stuff. Of course, growing up in church, playing drums in church eventually around 8 years old.
Okay.
And it just kept elevating from there. Now I am me. And the biggest way I can explain that is I am my experiences. I am pain, I am suffering, I am overcoming. I truly am me. It's definitely a beautiful thing. And it shows in my music. It shows in my day-to-day walk, my day-to-day life.
Yeah.
That's just like a bit of who I am.
No, I love that. I especially love and resonate with the church roots for sure. I feel like a lot of our community have definitely grown up in the church. Me specifically, the Baptist church. I don't know about you.
Pentecostal.
Okay, kind of same, yeah. So same, just a little bit different. But I always love the stories, especially from artists that grew up in the church, did something in the church, especially when it came to music, and then was able to then carry that into the rest of their childhood and even into their adulthood.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned the drums. I know you're super talented. You have a wide variety of skills.
Very true.
Which I do love, by the way. How did you get started with each one? And did you ever feel overwhelmed with the process of cultivating and using your various talents?
Honestly, I only recently started feeling the overwhelming, but it's because the years of honing each skill, all of that is coming to fruition. It's like there's a lot of work. There's a lot of work, and it can get overwhelming, but I love every bit of it. But as far as like, let's say the producing, I got into producing, of course, starting everything through music itself, doing church. When I got into middle school, was doing band, locked into band for a bit, got out in high school. Dumbest decision in my life. If you are in music and you decide to get out in high school, go back. I'm gonna go back.
No,
but like diving into it, getting like the basics of music, learning different like quarter notes, half notes, all of that good stuff is like the base of what I needed to start making beats. I just needed to figure out a DAW to use, which is your actual programming. My dear family, shout out to my cousin Freeze. He's the one that got me into actually like rapping, actually going to the studio. Like shout out to my cousin Freeze. We pulled up to a studio. I think I was 9 when I first went. I was just there to sit back, watch, see how things work, and like showing programs, Logic, Pro Tools, FL Studio. And it was like, oh, I see you over there tapping and stuff while we over here working on how to make beats. I'm like, never tried it. The guy, he goes by Gutter Ghost is his artist name back then. He gave me all the stuff I needed. Program, computer, everything I needed. He's like, all right, cool, I want you to lock in and start learning how to make beats. Taught me the basics of it, take it and run with it. Got very, very trying different experimental ways of approaching and creating things at that young age, and it just kept growing and developing, learning how to do new things. Oh, how does this person make the beat start slow and just builds up and speeds up and bam, it hits at a specific time? How do they do it? It's just being a student of it, studying it, and like doing a lot of that has helped with that experience. And glory to God, He gave me the love for it to continue to like continue developing it. Because if you have that gift and you don't use it, of course you lose it.
Right, of course.
Mom told me that all the time, which is why she pushed me into music. Singing, all right, cool. I honestly hate singing.
Yeah.
I have a beautiful voice. I hate singing.
Gotcha.
Mom, straight up, if you don't use that gift that you hate so much, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to not be able to sing.
Right.
I do want to be able to sing. I don't love singing a lot, but nah, you're right. let me hone this gift. Let me keep working on this gift. So continue to do that with everything that I wanted to learn.
Yeah.
And now we're at this point.
I love that. And I love how it started from, again, exposure in the church to then your cousin, shout out to your cousin Freeze, okay? Like introducing you into rapping, and then you sat in on the studio, wasn't even supposed to be doing anything, and then was presented with everything you needed to, after learning how to rap, you know, coach it and sharpening that skill, then being able to make your own music, your own beats and stuff like that. And then now, like you said, just doing everything that you're doing as an independent artist, whether it's solo ventures or even what you're doing as a group, involving yourself with other acts, which I do love, by the way.
Thank you.
Now, you released your first EP, Love's Orbit, in 2022.
Yes.
From starting your journey as an independent artist to putting out your first project to now, in what ways would you say you've grown, and what motivates you to continue to grow?
So I got to give some flowers for both of those, from where I've grown to just what continues to motivate me is the people that are around me. First and foremost, my brother Micah D'Vinci. Shout out to my brother Micah D'Vinci.
Yeah.
Like, I've always loved music, wanted to be really good at it, but I've never actually had the time to literally lock in and focus on it. With him, even if you don't have the time, you're gonna make the time.
Yeah.
Because he shows that time is just a mental thing. That's like that man knows so much that it is absolutely ridiculous, and that continues to motivate me. Okay, I shouldn't hinder myself from reaching another level because I feel like, all right, cool, I know enough. I know how to play the drums. Do you know how to play the piano though? Do you know how to play the trumpet though?
Do you
know how to play the saxophone?
Like really
so
challenging you.
Always ways to continue to get better. And once you feel like you've locked in heavily in one spot, cool, find another lane. Continue to build those lanes, because roads don't stop on just one lane. They disperse out. They disperse out, and it's all going to lead you to the right place. But it depends on how quick you want to get there. You want to take the scenic route. You want to just get there quick. Quick is not always the best option.
Right, exactly.
Not always the best option. You honestly learn a lot more when you take those scenic routes. So he taught me to be more of an explorer into this. Step into those other realms. And like when it comes to me singing, as much as I don't like to, the Queen Cadence April, like voice of an angel.
Yes,
it's like
for sure.
Like I really want to hold a note like that, girl. Let's lock in. Start practicing. That's why she's so good. She does vocal lessons. She does warm-ups. Most people don't even do warm-ups anymore unless they're really serious about this. They're not sitting there la 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 before every performance unless they're really serious about this. I'm like, okay, let me get serious about this. As much as I don't want to sing, that's a serious skill that I have. I need to take it seriously. This is like multiple people. My brother Pride Rock teaching me about performing. There's not a spot on that stage your foot should not touch by the end of your performance.
Yeah.
Give them all that energy. Don't hold
that's
anything.
What we see from all of our faves, for sure.
Yes, they're everywhere. They're not just standing in the middle, just rocking.
Exactly.
No, they are giving you all that energy. Chris Brown, shout out to him just from the visual, the dancing aspect of everything. That man gives you all his energy.
Right.
100%. That's how every performance is. My brother Pride says, if you ain't sweating it, you ain't getting it. So
valid.
you gotta really give it your all. And like the people around me, Trip Summit, my family, they all just continue to just help with that. They continue to help me grow, develop, wanting more, learning more. Photography for my sister. Like, as much as I don't like to dabble into the content too much, my sister's like the queen of when it comes to doing photos, videos, and stuff like that. She's helped me lock in, even learning it myself. I'm foreign to that concept.
Yeah.
But it's something I want to learn now because it's an opportunity to learn it. If you have those teachers around you, utilize them.
Yeah.
If you have the skill you want to teach someone, utilize it, teach it. Keep passing it on. Get your whole team up in it. Like, it's beautiful.
That's the African proverb. You know, they say if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together.
Yes.
And when it comes to that, I'm really big on community. So realizing the people that you have around you, recognizing the different talents and skills that everyone has and how they can all assist one another and help to uplift not only the community, but also the collective, you know. It's a really beautiful thing. And I love the fact that you acknowledge your community.
Oh, yes, for
because there's no such thing as self-made. Like, I don't care what nobody says, there's no such thing as that, you know? And so being able to recognize the help that you do have and recognizing how that then empowers you to still do the individual work is very beautiful. So shout out to your community and your tribe.
Thank you.
Love y'all. You're welcome. Now, speaking of Trip Summit, I know tonight you'll be playing the drums for Cadence, April, and Micah D'Vinci.
Yes.
How did y'all meet, and what has it been like working with them?
So
I love a good story. I can tell about a lot. It's gonna be good.
So the beginning to it all was from another member of Trip Summit, Edgar. He goes by EJ. Amazing singer, amazing pianist as well. Yeah. But I used to be a manager at Subway. Shout out to the 9 to 5.
No, for real. Shout out to the 9 to 5 for real. The odd end jobs that we have chosen to work because we didn't have to work them. No, we chose to. But yeah, okay.
So I've been down that lane. A couple of us have.
Yeah.
So I was working out there with him, and one day we're just getting ready to clean up and everything, and he's back there just playing instrumentals, not realizing these are beats he's made. Beautiful jazzy style. I'm like, oh wow, R&B, neo soul with jazz. It's a beautiful mixture.
And this is the pianist.
Yes. Okay. Next thing you know, he's back there freestyling. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool.
And by that time, Freeze had already put you on rapping and stuff like that. Okay.
Like I was 23 at this time.
Yeah.
Like I've known him for a good time, but it has like I'm probably the least amount of time out of everybody. Yeah, like they've known each other since elementary, middle school. Like they've known each other a long time.
I love that.
So it's beautiful. I got to join in and just immediately mesh with them.
Yes.
But EJ's like, oh bro, we do jam sessions every Wednesday. You should pull up sometime, because I popped back there and listened to him freestyle and just started freestyling myself. It's just how I've always been. He's like, bro, you write? I was like, yeah. You do music? Like, yeah. It's immediate. I was like, okay, cool. He asked me all the right questions.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was like, all right, bro. But no lie, as an artist, it happens a lot to us. I've quit music 4 times in my entire career. The day before I met him was the last time I quit. The day before I met him, because I was like, yeah, I'm done with music. I'm not. It was just a hobby. It was just for fun. Nah. The day before I met him, met him. Next thing you know, we talked about that. I pull up on a Wednesday, and that's when I meet the whole collective. I meet Micah, I meet Cadence, I meet Thomas, GT, who's playing the guitar tonight. Of course, EJ, already knew him. And I think Buku either pulled up that day or a few days after. And it was like, yeah, bro, Micah D'Vinci, so and so, we just like to jam, have a good time. You want to bang on a bongo or something like that? There's some bongos over there. You want to bang on some bongos? I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they start jamming, and it's just literally just jamming. No rehearsed anything. It's just, I'm feeling this, and starts playing. And GT locks in and catches it. And all right, cool. Let me catch it on the bongos real quick. And then out of nowhere, you hear Cadence snatch a microphone and start singing a melody. And I'm like, whoa. Let me freeze for a moment. Like, y'all rehearsed this?
Yeah.
Bro, you just jumped in and started freestyling. Right. It's just what we do. I'm like, oh, it's really like this. Bet. Every Wednesday. I didn't miss a Wednesday after that. Every Wednesday locking in. Next thing you know, like, oh, bro, what else do you do? I sing. I don't like to sing. Like, oh, let me hear you sing. It's not just this is what I do. Show me what you do.
Yes.
Oh, I rap. Bam. Somebody drops a beat. Let me hear you rap then.
Okay.
Like, that's literally how it is. It's not just.
I feel like that's the stories that we hear of, like, the famous collective, especially rap, hip hop. Like, that's how they all started and became as synergetic as they did.
Yes, very true.
Yes.
I feel like we got a lot of legendary people that's a part of Trip Summit. Very much so. Especially with Micah. We have a lot of legendary people with Trip Summit.
With a lot of versatility.
Yes. And it's beautiful. So it's just room for us to grow, because we all pick from each other.
Yeah.
Every last one of us pick from each other. But it's been nothing but full sail from there. Like, we locked in as like legit family. Like, that is my brother for life. Katie's my sister for life. Buku, my sister for life. We're all legit family. I got their back for life. And we all want to see each other win. It doesn't necessarily have to be me first. It doesn't have to be him first. Like, whichever one of us wins, bet all of us putting this energy for you.
Exactly.
100%, because we want to see us all win. We know at the end of the day, once one of us win, we all gonna win because that's our community.
Exactly.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Yes. No, I love that for sure. I do. And like I said, just going back earlier, the community aspect is super important, especially when you find people that you genuinely vibe with. And I'm sure throughout the however many years it's been, there's been times of conflict, disagreement, and that's really may have tested. And if there hasn't, then all glory to God, because sometimes it works like that. Sometimes people are able to talk through their disagreements in a sound manner, without there having to be some riffraff,
Yeah.
So I love that. Well, I know with you doing more of the drumming and everything like that, being behind the scenes, with us being in a new year, and you haven't been so consistent with Trip Summit and all the other acts that you've been part of, is there going to be any new music from you? Maybe not this year, maybe like next year, 2 or 3 years from now, Or you're like on your Frank Ocean where it's like you get it when you get it.
I'm going to hit you with my favorite word. Indubitably. I for sure have new music on the way. My archive is very deep. And
I feel that.
So there will be, I don't want to call it an album, more like an EP that I have in the works that's going to be released this year.
Because you dropped something last year, right?
Yes, last year I dropped a single in October. October being Mental Health Awareness Month. I've dealt with a lot of mental things in my life, but most artists have. It's just what comes with this type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I was in a very dark place, but came out of it, and that song is literally just my story of my overcoming. Shout out to my brother Pride Rock, because he had the amazing idea for that song to implement. Because at first it was just 2 verses, just me talking about my relationship with freaking depression, craziness, just talking about that. Came over at 4 o'clock in the morning. He's like, bro, why don't you let depression have a word? Like, the hell you mean let depression? Have depression been talking? No, you're right.
Yeah.
Let depression speak its piece, because even though it's not peace, depression has a lot to say.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's valid.
Depression got a lot to say. And I'm like, all right, bet. Just for that, you get to play the role of depression. So do that for me. He locked in for me. And we knocked out that track. I've had that track since like 2018. And only just released.
Yeah.
Only just
years, something like that. Or forget the math. I'm trying to quick math right now. But however long it was a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
That thing has been in the archive a while, and it only just got released.
Yeah.
It's been like that for me for years.
Yeah.
My archive is very, very full. I have a lot to release. It's just different. Now that I'm at the point of where I'm at in music now, the way I was hearing it before, seems like child's play verses now. Sometimes I may go back and completely revamp an entire verse because I feel like my writing ability has reached a level of good God Almighty versus where it was then. Y'all some clowns.
I don't know that you can see them.
Clowns. Good Lord.
So you would say music on the way. It's on the way.
For sure it's on the way. Be on the lookout. I got y'all.
Right. Well, with that being said, I believe that's a great way to go ahead and segue our way into you plugging yourself in. Let the people know who you are, where they can find you. I think we're still good.
We still good?
I think so. It's green. It's not red. So we good. But yeah, let them know where to find you. All that jazz.
You can find me on all social media platforms. On Instagram, Adrian_._org. You can get me on TikTok, So Original Adrian. YouTube, So Original Adrian. Look your boy up. Music on all platforms right now, as you already know. Love's Orbit is out there, as well as In My Mind with my brother Pride Rock. You can also see other tracks featuring myself on other people's stuff, like Micah D'Vinci Friends. Beautiful jam, beautiful funky song. Reach out. If y'all want work, if y'all want producing, hit your boy up.
Yes. Well, thank you so much again, So Original Adrian. I enjoyed the time we shared.
As well.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Yes. Peace.